Here's something most men learn too late. Setting a boundary doesn't guarantee respect. It doesn't guarantee attraction. And it definitely doesn't guarantee she'll respond well. Sometimes it reveals something worse. Because there's one specific reaction a woman can have after you set a boundary that tells you everything you need to know about the future. And if you ignore it, you don't lose the relationship. You lose yourself. Stay with me. This one saves years of quiet damage. Part 1. Why boundaries don't always work. Men are constantly told, set boundaries and she'll respect you. That advice sounds clean. It sounds logical. It sounds mature. But it's incomplete. Boundaries don't create respect. They reveal it. They don't fix people. They expose alignment, or the lack of it. Most men think a boundary is a tool to correct behavior. It's not. A boundary is a filter. And sometimes what it filters out is the illusion you were emotionally invested in. Epictetus warned, if you wish to be respected, respect yourself. Not ask for respect. Not argue for respect. Not earn it through tolerance. Respect yourself, then quietly observe what follows. Part 2. The moment that matters most. The moment that matters is not when you set the boundary. That part is easy. The moment that matters is what happens after. Her reaction tells you how she sees you, what role you occupy, whether she values you or just your availability. Most men focus on her words. Stoic men focus on behavioral shifts, tone, deflection, reversal. And there is one reaction that should end things immediately, no debate. Part 3. The reaction you should never tolerate. Here it is. If after you set a calm, reasonable boundary she does this, she reframes you as the problem. Not curiosity, not reflection, not confusion, but reversal. She says things like, you're too sensitive, you're overreacting. This is why relationships with you are hard. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Pay attention here. That's not disagreement. That's not miscommunication. That's boundary punishment. And the moment you stay after that, you silently teach her that your boundaries are optional. Part 4. Why this is a non-negotiable walk-away signal. Let's be precise. This is not about her needing time. It's not about emotional friction. It's not about imperfect delivery. This is about invalidating your right to have limits. A woman who respects you may not like your boundary, but she will not attack your character for having one. The moment she does, the power dynamic changes. You are no longer two equals discussing compatibility. You are now defending your dignity. And once you are defending dignity, the relationship is already compromised. Part 5. Stoic wisdom on disrespect. Seneca wrote, "He who endures wrong when he can stop it, invites it." Most men misunderstand this. They think it means confrontation, raising your voice, drawing harder lines. It doesn't. It means withdrawal of permission. Stoicism teaches, you don't argue with disrespect. You don't educate it. You don't tolerate it. You remove yourself from it. Calmly, quietly, without emotional residue. Part 6. Why most men stay anyway. And yet, most men stay. They stay because they doubt their perception. They fear starting over. They hope effort will fix disrespect. They confuse empathy with endurance. They think, maybe I explained it wrong. Maybe she didn't mean it. Maybe I'm being too rigid. That self-doubt is not random. Disrespect feeds on uncertainty. And the longer you stay, the more normal it becomes. Part 7. The hidden cost of staying. When you stay after your boundary is punished, something subtle happens. You stop trusting your instincts. Next time, you hesitate. You soften your tone. You lower your expectations. Slowly, quietly, you become someone you don't fully respect. And once self-respect erodes internally, external respect always follows. Marcus Aurelius said, It is better to leave wrong unchallenged than to abandon your own character. Walking away is not failure. It's self-preservation. Part 8. The difference between pushback and disrespect. This distinction matters. Healthy pushback sounds like, "I didn't realize that bothered you. I need time to think about that. Can we talk about how to meet in the middle?" Disrespect sounds like, "You're too much. You're controlling. This is your issue, not mine." One keeps dignity intact. The other erodes it. Know the difference and respond accordingly. Part 9. Why walking away restores power. When you walk away without anger, without insults, without long explanations, something shifts. You reclaim your frame. You send a message without words. I will not stay where I am diminished. That posture is rare, and rarity creates gravity. Even if the relationship ends, your self-respect remains untouched. Part 10. What walking away actually looks like. Let's ground this. You state your boundary once. Clear, calm, brief. If she invalidates it, you don't argue. You don't justify. You don't restate it louder. You disengage. You reduce access. You step back emotionally. Not as punishment, not as a tactic, as alignment. Part 11. Why this either fixes things or saves you. Here's the paradox. Walking away sometimes leads to reflection, accountability, changed behavior. But that is not the goal. The goal is clarity. If she adjusts, good. If she resists, you just saved yourself months or years. Both outcomes protect you. Part 12. Why Stoic men are hard to replace. Stoic men don't chase respect. They don't threaten. They don't negotiate dignity. They simply become unavailable to disrespect. That emotional self-command is rare in modern dating. And rarity always carries value. Not because it's cold, but because it's grounded. Part 13. The moment you must trust yourself. There will be a moment. Your chest tightens. Your stomach drops. Something feels off. That's not insecurity. That's awareness. The Stoics believe the body often knows before the mind catches up. Ignoring that signal is how men betray themselves. Part 14. Final reminder. Setting a boundary is not the hard part. Watching what happens next and acting without hesitation is where most men fail. If she punishes your boundary, walk away. Not angrily, not dramatically, immediately. If you've ever stayed after your boundary was turned against you, comment, "I should have left." If walking away protected your self-respect, share what happened. This channel isn't about winning arguments. It's about protecting your dignity. Subscribe if you're done negotiating your self-respect. Stay sharp. Stay centered.